Okay, we're back again. Um, yeah, so he phoned this surgical team back in Salisbury. That's the New Hall Hospital in Salisbury. They wanted me back there, so they tried to arrange an ambulance to take me from my home address, which is in Axminster, which is in Devon, just over the border, to effectively Wiltshire. Now, here's the problem: is they said that the ambulance service would not take me because it was across 4 counties, which is a bit of a concern, really, when you think that the NHS, at the end of the day, have done the surgery, and it was their hospital. They elected for me to have the surgery at that hospital. That wasn't my choice. And usually, when you have anything done, generally, if you've got a problem with it, you would go back to the place where you had the problem for that problem to be dealt with. If you had a car and you serviced it, you wouldn't take it to another garage. If something went wrong, you take it back to the garage that it was serviced at. So, yeah, NHS wouldn't take me back to the hospital unless my wife drove me. It's another tower driving a car with a fresh back operation. That's not suitable. Not it was painful enough for me to just get in the car to go to the doctor's surgery, which is only 5 miles away. So anyway, we came back home, and they did change the dressing at the doctor's, and the scar was clean, so there was no sign of infection, no visible sign of infection at the hospital. At the doctor's, they could have taken the bloods yesterday at the doctor's, although we would have had to wait a little bit more time to get any results back. But it would have saved me a lot of hassle yesterday. Ended up coming home, and then within an hour, an ambulance turned up here, and I was then taken by ambulance to Exeter RD&E, where I was transported into the accident emergency department. I didn't have to wait. I will say that their service was pretty good, because straight away I was being dealt with. There was no waiting time, although I requested I could not sit down, so I requested that I would be put straight onto a bed, and I was come out of the ambulance. A bed was brought to me, and I was wheeled down into the ward, where I was seen by nurses who were taking bloods and blood pressures and heart rate and oxygen levels, and then I was also offered pain relief as well at that hospital, which sort of surprised me in a way because I didn't expect that. Also, the surgeon down there, first of all, was questioning why I was there, because everything that he was going to do could have been done at the doctor's surgery, saving me effectively 2 hours of transport, which seems like a waste of money for the NHS. And the surgeon called the doctor incompetent because he couldn't tell between the scar that was infected and the scar that was clean, which I sort of agree. Doesn't surprise me. Anyway, we were down in hospital from probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 7 o'clock in the evening. The bloods came back. We found out that it wasn't an infection. What it is my body has produced, the liver produces your anti-inflammatory blood markers. And my anti-inflammatory blood markers were very high. And this, in turn, can cause a reaction, which can cause you to sweat and lose weight, feel nauseous, feel disorientated. Obviously, if your body's fighting something, or if you've got a major open surgery, your body's gonna shut down. And I guess mine went into panic mode and produced everything to try and heal itself, causing me to these symptoms now, which I'm still sweating. So obviously the problem's still there. They didn't really do anything. Sort of said there's no real treatment for it. Just got to get through it and heal up. And here we are. Another night last night, which went to bed. I don't know, past 9, 10 o'clock. Never sitting up apart from obvious times. Go to the toilet, or maybe drink a cup of tea, sat up, or eat my dinner, sat up. But as soon as I'm finished, and as that fork hits the plate, I go and lie down again. And that's what it's got to be like for the next couple of weeks. So we got to get the trauma of the operation out of the way, get me feeling normal, and then I can start to move forward and progress with getting my fitness back to where it should be. One other thing that has been a major issue when I came out, obviously that area, my lower back and all around my pelvis and hips, major trauma. So my muscles went into spasm. And I had, the reason why I was going in the first place was the original symptoms were sciatica. And I had major sciatic pains going down my left leg. Crippling. And to find any kind of place where you was comfortable was impossible. So it was a case of dealing with a level 7 plus pain constantly, and when you moved it would spike to 10. If there's nothing above 10, it's 10. But sometimes you wonder how your body deals with so much pain without actually shutting down, passing out effectively. So when I come to stand, it would almost put me back on the floor. Probably only my bloody mindedness which would push me on to actually move forward and get done what I want to get done. So yeah, that's where we are up to today. 7 days in. 7 days after surgery, today. So 7 days ago, today, about this time, I was being prepped for surgery. So there we go. I'll keep this blog going, and I will keep you updated on my improvements over the next few weeks. So I think the recovery is going to take a long time. Looking at 3 months with no lifting, twisting or bending, and I think it's going to be a year before I get back to any sort of level where I was, because as I said this time last year, I was running, cycling, swimming, doing triathlons, preparing for triathlons because I turned 50, and I thought, you know what, I could probably hit a podium this year because generally quite fit. But that didn't happen, so instead I ended up in hospital and major back surgery. So a few pointers really. Be prepared. Be prepared for, make sure you're strong enough to look after yourself, because people aren't always going to be around you to do things for you. Get ready for a load of pain post-op. I mean, I was on morphine, diazepam, tramadol, paracetamol. I came off the morphine, the liquid morphine, Oromorph I think it's called, because of the constipation issues, because it can cause, but there's, the other tablets can do the same, but I think that's the biggest culprit. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, like it, share it, do whatever you want. I will, just hope you get some good information from what I'm posting. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.